What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival, and today I got a tomahawk review for you, and this is the Wiglaf from Wenger Blades. David Wenger, you may have remembered we did a video with him at a blade show this past year, and he had a lot of cool offerings there. I'll put the link, I'll put that video at the end of this video. You'll see it pop up on the screen, so you can check that out for a lot of his other offerings. This is the Wiglaf, and it's kind of a smaller tomahawk. The Bellhawk was designed by my good friend Jason, the owner of Lester River Bushcraft. He also developed the Boreal shirt that you may have seen before. Anyhow, very knowledgeable dude, a lot of skill. Anyway, this is like a smaller version of the Bellhawk. And it has a lot of function for bushcraft tasks, wilderness tasks. It can be used for tactical stuff, and as well as a great combat tomahawk, I would say. And I'll kind of go over the reasons why. Now this is the, I think the CRV2, the 80 CRV2 is the name of the steel, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll correct that in the description. And I think this is called a Caswell finish. I love this type of finish that Wenger Blades does. So you see here, it's a much smaller than a lot of other tomahawks, but it's lightweight, but it's very head heavy, which excels at chopping. You'll notice here we have the paracord wrap, which is good for grip, you know, for using the for like using it as a feather stick. You know, it gives you a good grip for that. You can also use this cordage for, you know, survival task, obviously. And the spine right here can be used to strike a ferrocerium rod. So, you know, you can do firecraft tasks pretty well with that. As well as you see a double-sided bow drill divot, which works phenomenal. I mean, it's like an effortless bow drill, and get a coal started very quickly with that. And I like that. You know, that the divot is the very difficult thing on a bow drill. It will make or break you a lot of times in the wilderness. For the rest, we have a kind of contoured micarta handle here, and good grip on that. Also, we have at the end a digging portion that's kind of sharpened, great for digging. Now, if you see the shape of this cutout here, this works very well for sinking up in there. See, my finger fits perfectly in this tomahawk for using for finer tasks. I mean, it actually excels at you know, carving and stuff like that. The other thing is you can, you know, wrench down and really chop with it, because it has a very forward head weight. And it's very surprising if you look at this, you know, like when I seen it, once I felt it, I was like, man, this thing will work very, very good, you know. It also throw, you know, very well too, because it is got that weight forward head. Sink in good, so if you ever have to do that, or you just want to do it for fun. The back here, it's got a hammer butt, so you can, you know, hammer tent stakes, whatever you want to do, you know, obviously put the sheath on if you do that. And just a lot of function in a small package. And I was actually talking to Dave the other day, and I said, man, this would be like, you know, a lot of people talk about a 2-knife system. I could see this in a knife and you could get a lot accomplished. You know, it'll fill that role of the larger survival knife, so you could carry a smaller, you know, maybe 5-inch blade in this and get a lot of stuff done with it. So I really dig it. It has a convex edge, like or wedge edge, like most, you know, axes and tomahawks do, so it sinks in very well. But I'm a big fan. We'll talk about a little bit of the sheath here, or the mask, and it just has a very nice leather mask here, and you can see pop this and it rotates out of the way. And the good thing about this, like versus a lot of other, is that this is a lot thicker leather than I've seen on, like, even, you know, like Gransfors Brooks and stuff like that. So you don't have to worry about it tearing up. And so the other benefit is it comes with this little belt loop here, you know, so you can let that ride in on your side, on your hip, and you don't even know it's there. It's so lightweight, you know, and take it in and out, no problem. What I like on this hollow section here of the handle, you put this loop in here, so what you can do is put your hand in and it really sinks in, so whenever you're, you know, trying to, you know, chop, you can really put a lot of momentum like this right here and get a lot of that head weight to do chopping, even though it's, you know, not that far from your hand. It gives a lot of chopping. So talking about this as a combat type hawk as well as a bushcraft. For combat, you know, in the military, people aren't carrying around Gransfors Brooks, you know, axes and stuff like that, carrying around small items. Tomahawk like this can do a lot of things for you. Fighting, obviously, you know, bash Taliban in the head, ISIS in the head, you know. But anyhow, for tomahawk fighting, you know, this worked very well because it's deep hook for hooking and blocking, you know, trapping. Worked very well. As well as gripping up, so you can strike like this. And also use this like in Eskrima or Kali. We call it puño of your stick. So if you have your Eskrima stick, the puño here, you can use the trap and stuff like that. So you can use that the same way. Also like a reverse bladed knife. Strike, because this bladed section here, you can strike and it'll split you wide open. But also hook and traps. If you block, hook, trap and stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about if you do any kind of Filipino martial arts. But very good for that. And if you use this and a knife in conjunction, very, very deadly, lethal option. So anyhow, like I said, highly recommended. I like it. Hopefully we do some more stuff from Dave Winger. I think he's a phenomenal bladesmith, and he is I think an ABS bladesmith, so American Bladesmithing certified. But anyhow, I'll put the links. He has a lot of other stuff, and also check out the end of the video where you can see at Blade Show. We talk about a lot of other offerings and the Beohawk, the larger version of this. Anyhow, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching Black Scout Survival.